Today on the channel from WWE Main Event Series 156, we got Joaquin Wilde, and we got the final boss himself. We got The Rock.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Main Event unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're taking a look at Series 156 with The Rock and Joaquin Wilde. But for all your Rock Joaquin Wilde needs, better head up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And we got two more main event figures here. I just unboxed Lyra Valkyria and Chelsea Green Chase editions for the main event line. Now we got two more that, you know, the main events are interesting. I don't get every single one. I usually dive into a first time in the line, usually dive into the female characters and also some of the legacy characters like The Rock here that has something that catches my eye, and we'll get to that in a second. But also guys like Joaquin Wilde right here, who doesn't get a lot of figures, but we'll do some Joaquin Wilde comparisons later in this video. And of course, we're going to do this video like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, we're going to start with The Rock. He's done more for the business than Joaquin Wilde. It's true. I think he has. But we're going to start with the final boss, Rock, with the cow print vest. Oh, playing all the hits right there. Looking good right there is The Rock 156 main event. Rock glamour shot there, of course. On the back, we do get the cross sell down below. Unboxing some of these on the channel. We do get the tail of the tape. We got some jibber jabber. What to say about The Rock? Series 156, signature move, The Rock bottom, and he is a powerhouse, especially with that cow print vest going on. Nothing screams powerhouse like that. See you later, goodbye. Plastic prison Rock. Look at this cow print vest, looking amazing. Now, why did I want this in my collection? See you later, goodbye. I'm a guy that loves a good cow print. Now, once upon a time, story time with Kyle here. Back in, gosh, what year would this have been? 99. I want to say it was 99, maybe early 2000. I did have a Jeep Wrangler, and I've always been a Jeep guy, of course, and I did get a Jeep Wrangler. Unfortunately, if you know your Jeeps, it wasn't a TJ at the time. Now, my yellow Jeep is a TJ. I worked real hard for that. I worked one full year to pay that bad boy off, but I have a 2001 TJ Jeep Wrangler with 24,000 miles on it. Original miles, it's my baby. I've had it for a long time. But before that, I had a 1994 Jeep Wrangler. It was a YJ, for those familiar with their Jeeps, of course. A square headlight edition. So not the cream of the crop there, but I was just happy to be in a Jeep. And my Jeep, of course, you got to make it your own is what you got to do. And it was a hard top. I would take that hard top off, and I would just be topless all the time. Well, yeah, much like my wife. But in the summertime, I was topless. Sucked when you got rained on, let me tell you. But it was an old school Jeep, so you just unplug the floor and everything runs out. You could do that. But I did have seat covers in this YJ, and they were cow print seat covers, and it was a black YJ. I'd be driving around, and everybody would know it's my Jeep because it had the cow print seat covers. And I had a girlfriend at the time that just despised those seat covers, and I liked them because they were so gaudy. I thought it was a cool thing, and it matched the Jeep being in black, of course. But she absolutely hated those seat covers. And one time, there was a nasty storm. They got totally soaked and just fully ruined. Hard times. I'm thinking I need to bring those seat covers back, but it just doesn't match my yellow. Is what it is. But whenever I see cow print, I always think back to those memories of my Jeep. So I saw this Rock. I'm like, oh my gosh, this brings me back. So I had to have it. So weird, yes, but fun nonetheless. So we do get The Rock right here. And it is the final boss Rock. And I've said it before on the channel over the last year. Final boss Rock is my favorite ever Rock. Of course, the Attitude Era was running hot, fast, free, like a young Rio. Didn't do it for me. I mean, it was fun to watch, but it wasn't like my favorite. It wasn't must-see like it was for a lot of people. Final boss Rock, totally different story. I like the edginess. I love everything about that Rock. Wish we could have got more of it. Wish we could get more of it. We'll see what happens. But we got him just rocking the cow print here, looking absolutely fabulous. You do got an accessory with a necklace here, a little silver chain action. And then you got The Rock looking very determined in the head sculpt. Of course, bald as usual. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. looking only like The Rock could look. You do got the dumbed down tattoos on him as well on the arms there, of course. 2 gripping hands here. This is basically interview segment Rock. Wish it would have came with a microphone. That would have been really nice. Not in the cards here for whatever reason. Now, for some reason, I thought this was a soft goods vest. It is a plastic vest, and it is not removable. So make note of that. Of course, black pants down here, nothing really going on. Arms all the way around for us. Single jointed elbow, side to side. Hands back, forth, side to side, removable. Head back, forth, side to side, removable. Waist articulation. Those big old Rock splits, known for it, especially in the cow print. Leg goes up for the big boot. Oh, extremely tight, single jointed knees. And then nothing really to write home about out of the shoes and ankles there. But he should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using discount code Kyle to save 10%. It is the final boss, and I hope we get more final boss. I don't know. Obviously, I guess his acting career takes precedent, and I could probably talk about, or I've probably seen on one hand Rock movies. I'm trying to think a Rock movie I ever even saw. I can't even think of anything. Oh, the G.I. Joe movie. I saw that one for sure. I'm trying to think what else. Like, I never saw Doom. I never saw Scorpion King. I don't know. I mean, he just didn't do it for me. He's no Arnold. But I'm trying to think if I saw anything else with The Rock. I don't know if I have. I've never seen like Manoa or what is it? I don't know. I've never seen the cartoon version. I've never seen the regular version. I don't know. I don't think I've seen any Rock movies. And if I had to list my favorite wrestling actors, of course, Jesse Ventura, Roddy Piper, right at the top of the list. 2 of the all-time greats, of course. But The Rock getting it done as the final boss. But now we turn our attention to a more popular performer. We turn our attention to one Joaquin Wilde, a.k.a. DJ Z back in the day. Wasn't that what it was? DJ Z? Something like that back in TNA. But Joaquin Wilde back again in the main event line this time. Of course, a proud member of the LWO. Even though I don't think he's Latino. Isn't he Philippine? Wild times over there, of course. But looking interesting in the package here. A guy we don't get a lot of figures of, so I felt like I could take a chance and spend the $11 on this figure. Main event, of course, 156, glamour shot, of course, all the usual stuff. On the back, cross-sell, jibber-jabber. We got a little bit of, I'm guessing he's a high flyer. Of course, he is. Signature move, that 630 senton, of course. And we're going to pull him out of the package. See you later, goodbye. Plastic prison. LWO, right again with Joaquin Wilde. See you later, goodbye. And it is truly wild here. I believe we've seen this head sculpt before. There's no doubt there. Big smile, big smiling teeth going on here. He's got that big smile. He's ready to go. He's ready to party, of course. Got the poofed up hair up there. 2 eyes, 2 ears, nose, and a mouth. The usual hits being played, if you're a human, that is, at least. Articulation could be identical to The Rock, so we don't need to walk through that again. He does come with the LWO armband here, so he's repping the brand, of course. Got the tattoos going on him as well. And then very cool pants on here, almost like Aztec-like or something. Maybe he's a part of the Mysterious Cities of Gold. Anybody remember that cartoon? Oh my gosh, worth a rewatch. Mendoza, Cocopedal, Zia, all the friends over there. Check out the Mysterious Cities of Gold, of course. But looking good in the gold and white attack. Got the fringe down here on the end of the boots, looking nice. He's truly wild. Not quite Zach Wild, but he's wild on the back. Got his name back there as well. He's got the one glove in white there, pulling his own Michael Jackson, I guess is what he's doing here. But I do like the Fist of Fury and then the gripping hand over here with the white glove as well. Looking pretty good, though. Not a bad figure here. Not going to be for everybody, though, I know. And I feel bad for him and Raul Mendoza. Aren't they kind of lost in the shuffle in the LWO a little bit? They're just kind of poking around every once in a while. But I don't know if they're going to break off into something else or what's going to happen to them in their career. I don't know. What's the fate of the LWO? It's a mystery at this point. I guess we'll stay tuned to see. But like I said, articulation the same. He should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using discount code Kyle. Save 10%, but looking good. Not a bad figure at all with this one here, but we've had a couple of previous versions. We did get that one back in the day with Santos Escobar back in the NXT run. Nice to get that figure. We also had a Chase version of this as well. And then, of course, part of the LWO box set. This could be his only Elite he ever gets. You never know how that might end up going. I like that these are the same head sculpts, but a little bit more detail in the hair on the Elite over the main event style. But we did get a couple of versions of him, so interesting to note that we're almost ready to do a top 5. Of course, you throw that Chase in there. He's had 4 figures from Mattel. Can he get that 5? And would it be a riveting top 5 to do on the channel? I don't know about that. But The Rock looking good. Joaquin Wilde looking pretty good as well. Main event 156. What's your guys' thoughts on these figures? Either of them a pickup for you? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon. Yes, Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel. Check it out. Of course, get early access to both channels' videos, among many other things, including early access to my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available each and every single Tuesday wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, and my book, The Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers and Jakks Class Superstar Series, available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. So for Joaquin Wilde and The Rock, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?